Hello, my friends. It is me, Militant Ginger. It is Friday, the 6th of January. I'm very sorry I did not make a video yesterday. Why was that? I think busy day yesterday. Very busy. Actually, I did make a video yesterday because I got up at 5:30 in the morning and I went to the gym and I recorded every single moment of it, and then when I got back home I looked at the video and it was all pitch black. You could hear me perfectly because for once in my freaking life I managed to get the sound right, but you couldn't see anything. So anyway, but today, Friday the 6th, I have decided to make 2 videos on 2 different topics today to make up for that. So first of all, I'm going to pour myself a drink. This is Hudson Baby Bourbon Whiskey. This is a very good type of bourbon made in the Hudson Valley in upstate New York. Actually, I think it's officially the Capital District of New York, because anything north of New York City up to like Albany is the capital area, although we all call it upstate New York, because as far as I'm concerned, like the Catskills region, that's anyway. Good bourbon, made in New York. One of my favorite areas in the entire world is like the Catskill Mountains, Hudson Valley of New York, and so I thought I would have some of this. Right. Today has been an interesting day. There's some stuff I can tell you about and some stuff I can't tell you about. What can I tell you about? Well, my wife and I had a lovely evening. So we got a new babysitter, and my wife and I went to hang out with our friends for something called the Bogart Bar, which is a bunch of friends from church. We all watch a movie and then we get together and talk about it. And that, I've never done anything like this before, and it was pretty cool. So the movie was called The Right Stuff. It was made in 1983, and it starred a ton of Hollywood actors that you probably heard of before. I mean, it had Jeff Goldblum in it in like his second movie role ever. It had Dennis Quaid. It had Ed Harris. It had Scott Glenn. It had Fred Ward. Tons of actors who at the time were totally not famous. Now you've seen them in a bunch of movies. Anyway, it was all about breaking the sound barrier and the Mercury space program, as in the first people ever sent to space by the American space program. It was 3 hours long. And it was interesting, the director, Philip Kaufman, admitted it was the longest movie with no plot ever, because it didn't actually have a plot. But it was really interesting. And to me, the interesting part was, it featured Chuck Yeager, who, I'm a history buff and I've been crazy about planes my whole life. So of course I know Chuck Yeager as the World War II flying ace and the guy who broke the sound barrier. What I was not so aware of is the fact that Chuck Yeager, being every single bit of his legend, is still alive. Not only is he still alive, but he's still a vibrant human being living in California with a Twitter account where he tweets people. So I tweeted him today, and he tweeted me back. Chuck Yeager, the fastest man alive, World War II flying ace, the man who broke the sound barrier, a living human legend, tweeted me back. So, you know, there's that. I think one of the problems in life for men is the fact that we look at what our parents and our grandparents did, and we will never do anything as significant as that. And, you know, that's living proof. The man who broke the sound barrier tweeted me today. Now what am I doing? I'm sitting here making a video drinking whiskey. So that was cool and humbling at the same time. But also the whole thing with the movies, that was pretty humbling. So we went to I'd never been to these people's house before. We went to the house. It was a beautiful 1930s mock Tudor house in America. It was just gorgeous, every single thing. It had stone cladding on the outside, real wood, timber beams. It was just amazing. And then we all sat down and we'd all brought stuff. So I brought a plate of like cheese and meats and stuff like that, and they brought various things. and we chatted about stuff, and it was just great. It was just fantastic to be social. And I think my wife and I were probably by 20 years the youngest people there, but that was still pretty cool. But it was very humbling again for me, because I was like, if it wasn't for my wife, I wouldn't do it. Oh, hello.